My name is Ajugan Benedict, and today we'll be looking at how to find trig functions on the right angle triangle. We have different types of triangle, but we are not considering the other types today. All we'll be looking at is the right angle triangle. So first, we are going to look at how to find sine and cosine and then tangent of theta. So let's look at this right angle triangle having these values x, y, and then h on each side. Now, it's difficult finding remembering the formulas for these trigonometry functions. So there's an easy way you can remember these functions. All you need to know is SOHCAHTOA, where so is SOH as it's written here, ka is CAH, and then toa is TOA. Now the last two letters of each of these ones will help us to remember the formulas. So to find sine theta, we know that sine is so the last two letters is OH. So all we need to know is to find the opposite of the angle theta and then divide it by the h, which is the hypotenuse. So in our case here, our opposite is y. So we have opposite is y, and then our hypotenuse is h. So y divided by h will give us sine of theta, and we are done. To find cosine of theta, we do the same thing. We have ka, which is CAH. Our last two letters are A and H. So we find the adjacent of theta, and then we divide it by the hypotenuse. In our case here, our adjacent is x. So we have x divided by h, which is our hypotenuse. And then we do the same thing for tangent of theta, which says toa. Our last two letters are O and A. So we have tan theta is opposite divided by the adjacent. As we know, our opposite is y divided by our adjacent, which is x. And then we are done. Now, another way to find tan theta is to have sine theta divided by cosine theta. Let's look at this. In our case here, we have sine theta to be y divided by h, and then we have our cosine theta to be s divided by h. So tan theta, which is the same as sine theta divided by cosine theta, is y divided by h, or divided by cosine theta, which is s divided by h. And the two h's will cancel, so we'll have y divided by x, which is the same as using our toa formula, which is O divided by A. We will look at an example and see how this goes. So let's consider this right angle triangle with theta here, having the x to be 3, the y to be 4, and then the h to be 5. Now, once you have the 3 and the 4, you can easily calculate the h by using this formula: h squared is equal to s squared plus y squared. But we are not looking at that today. All that we are considering is finding the basic trig functions. So to find sine of theta, what we do is opposite of theta, which is 4, divided by our hypotenuse over 5. So we have sine theta is 4 over 5. Cosine of theta, which is ka, is adjacent divided by the hypotenuse. Our adjacent in this case is 3 divided by the hypotenuse, which is 5. And we are done. And then we have tan theta, which is toa, is opposite divided by adjacent. Our opposite here is 4 divided by adjacent, which is 3. And then we are done. So tune into part 2 to find the reciprocal of these trigonometry functions. Thank you.